EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Aaron Jones.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Cowboys' 40.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Rodgers. And that's complete to Lewis. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
1st and goal at the 7.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Now Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan there to make the grab. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Crosby on now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On the counter, Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he spins past him and into space. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They're going to run this with a tight end. Preston Smith there on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
The tackle made by Christian Kirksey. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On play action, Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tanyan complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A nice run there by Jones on first down as he'll wind up getting about 5. So 2nd and 5 coming up.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 12 yards. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
They're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Again, it's Elliott. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Ezekiel Elliott. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, Elliott.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Tenth carry now for Elliott. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 36 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
On play action. Now Rodgers. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Here is 7.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Out to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards that time.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
2nd and 5.
His 19-yard line.
Off the bootleg. Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit. but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turn the ball over. Terrible.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
They go to Elliott again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
It's 3rd down.
So here we go, Charles. 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott hooking up with Amari Cooper. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Cowboys 17, Packers 7.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep. And got his man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago. The Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
Greg Zuerlein's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
Now a man who played high school ball here in LaGrange, Texas, J.K. Dobbins.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
A 4-yard pickup.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line.
Ravens.
12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
He's tackled at the 7.
They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
So first and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
For the extra point.
Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. This is Tony Pollard. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Taken down at his own 7-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. Cooper's got it. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
The 24-yard line.
Elliott, toss right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Now, the good thing for you, partner, is you're not as old as I am, okay? So, true. So back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, the right side of an offensive line was almost always your power side. Your bigger, stronger, physical guys. But on this play, they tossed it right and looked like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, but that's not the case so much anymore, you're saying, with the bigger guys?
Not necessarily.
Find the best guys, plug them in on your O-line.
Right. As a general rule now, you're a lot more balanced on your offensive line. It might still lean towards your best pass blocker on the left side,
sure,
but not necessarily all the time.
From the 44, Prescott. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 28. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Now Prescott.
at the Ravens' 26-yard line.
Over the middle, Cooper with it.
Cowboy.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. Elliott. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Malik Harrison on the tackle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Cowboys nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Prescott being chased out left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
It's 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Campbell on the stop. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Pernell McPhee coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And the pressure gets to him again. Pernell McPhee. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Carry for Baltimore.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. You want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
And he'll be brought down this time. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Greg Zuerlein's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. This will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Conner, the ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On a jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
8-yard line. A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Pittsburgh.
Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Steelers.
Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Pick up of 6.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
They'll try and run for it with Conner. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Cowboys nothing. Chris Boswell to kick.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
39-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
He'll drop to throw.
Elliott a first down and more. And down to the 28-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early, so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Here's second and a yard. Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
It's a jet sweep. Here comes Claypool with it. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
First down.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
Roethlisberger's pass.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Well, we talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Completes it right side to Cooper. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. And incomplete. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw again. Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 2-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down.
Black 20. Let's go.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Steps away to his left. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. A good-looking return set up here. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
Take over 1st and 10. at their own 36-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Prescott now. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. A 1st down throw for Prescott. And that is incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here's Prescott. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. A 1st down carry by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple.
On the tackle.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Elliott. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Greg Zerline for the Cowboy field.
3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. This will be caught just inside the 10. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12.
Carried by the wide receiver.
Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle.
Made at the 12-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger flushed out right. This is Johnson. He's got it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. The bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
And this is caught. It's Cooper. And the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on 1st down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game. What play calls does he have on that sheet?
They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Well, look at this, a tight end carry. He's going to be marked down very close to the 1st down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it, because nowadays you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Ray McLeod on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On a jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's another big-time run. And it sure looks like the leverage game is being won by the offensive line. They're the low man on just about every snap, and they're winning, pushing back the defensive front and creating great space for their runners.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll toss this out right for Connor. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Man, I've seen that play multiple times already. Come on with it, man.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. One last shot now for Prescott. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Today's final score, Steelers 20.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Big D. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
30-yard line.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
And this one quickly to Lamb.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
3-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 23. Now Elliott. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now Elliott, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter. And they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. but they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive, maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
For Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
At the 28-yard line.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The throw over the middle taken in. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready?
Here's Kamara trying to run for it, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
The tackle made.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll move the chains.
First down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Brees. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Complete.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
12. First down, Saints.
Brees leaves this one with Kamara. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
Alvin Kamara.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
To the 49.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Brees pass.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They'll go for it. It's Brees. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain, 2nd down.
The tackle by...
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Throwing on 2nd down. Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28.
13 yards.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
That is caught at the 7. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Breeze to throw again. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. That's Alvin Kamara with a grab from Drew Brees. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're...
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. A final shot before half for Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Kamara with a carry there on first down as he works his way forward for a pickup of 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game.
And it's 3rd down.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
No gain on the play.
Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that that can bring them down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
On the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
They go to Elliott again. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 24 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
At the 41. It's a gain of a yard.
They run it again with Kamara. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Pickup. And the Saints.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's got this down to the 35. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
At the 35-yard line. A gain of 15.
A 10th carry for Kamara. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Kamara on the handoff.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Leighton Van Der Esch on the tackle. It's a gain of...
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Breeze. Going with a screen for Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down, now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
My cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
At the 8-yard line.
47 is the mic. Focus, defense, focus.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd and short.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Bree's going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 68 yards. And the Saints are back within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, They have 3 timeouts, so do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
At the 23-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Well, Prescott here to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now Prescott. And that is incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Back to throw, Breeze. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down. Breeze to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow, wow. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, They'll just about secure the victory as well. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Again, it's Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
It's 3rd down and 12.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.